I remember when we had like our one dial-up PC, like the family PC, and my mom and dad would on very specific occasions both go and be like, we're taking your younger brother to his hockey game and we're both going. And I'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'll stay home. And then it was just a frantic, like, can I please download like 2 images in decent quality? Yeah. Just 2, so I could jack off to it. And then you would see like sometimes like you'd get down to like the tit or the navel level on a download, and you'd be like, this isn't gonna crack it. Cancel this. We got to go back to the site and find another thing.
Today's kids will never know about loading porn onto a PSP memory card to take on vacation. Your parents are like, "We playing God of War? Shut up!"
I remember.
When my friend got a PSP, and that was sick.
Yeah, dude, that was a fucking moment.
When internet porn was new, pop-ups were not solved yet. They were always popping up windows everywhere, and porn sites were the worst at it. But I had a positive attitude. I was like, joke's on you. I like this too.
Dude,
bagger after bagger.
I don't mind if I do.
I remember
I got a lot of work done to those preview videos where it was like, you know what? I don't even need the whole sex. She pops her tits out in this preview.
My shame,
I can do this.
My shame was accidentally somehow getting a virus on the family computer that Simpsons porn pop-ups kept showing up. And I was like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Clearly my sister did this. Yeah.
It's always instant.
It's her fault. I have no idea where this came from. I had no idea how to get. Literally, there were 6 months of our life where you would use the family computer and you're like, God damn it, Marge, stop it. Like,
Vito, were you looking up horrible things about Maggie from The Simpsons? No, it just popped up.
Why'd you
Dad did it. Fuck you.
I'd go and help people with their computers back in the day, and I'd like sit down and be like, yeah, there's an issue, and like I would go and like touch the mouse, and like, then a pop-up would come up, like a horny pop-up, and then I like lift my hands up off the keyboard and mouse, like, oh, like now this is I'm in your goon station. I know what's wrong here. Pop-ups, like a pop-up virus thing, that's only from visiting porn sites. And you don't remember back in the day, the address bar where you put in like www. Now you could put in whatever you want and it'll Google it. Back in the day, it literally had to be http://www. whatever. So my buddy got a computer and I went over like the second day he had it, like first thing in the morning. We're like, yeah, let's go on the internet. We go on the internet, we hit the address bar, and there's like I feel bad. There's like 115 different titties, pussy,
big tits.com,
pussy.com. His old Belgian dad. No, he didn't know the .com part. He was just typing horny shit and pressing enter, and it wasn't working. And he was trying other things, pornos, titties, tits, porno. And he's like typing it.
Shit.
What is the code?
It's his dad's like he had to start getting, he didn't want to give up. He was getting creative and specific. It's like too much information. Oh man, you want to hear?
I remember one time we were on vacation, and I don't know, for some reason I'm like, "Hey, Dad, can I use your phone?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And I go to use it, and he's got like 200 open tabs of just all pornography because he didn't know what tabs were. He just thought they disappeared.
No, he knows what tabs are. Your dad's just
no, because he was like, dude, my phone's running like super slow or whatever. I don't know if it caches the fucking tabs. I had to eventually I'm like, hey, Dad, you can close all your open tabs. It might make using your phone easier. He's like, oh, thank you. And we didn't have a discussion.
Give that back.
Beyond that.
Give that back.
Also, you got to go to motherless.com.
Also, you're looking at some weird shit, man. Jesus.
You're into that poop. Let me send you in the right direction because you're getting second-rate poop porn.
My dad would ask me how to get access to the porn sites without paying, and I'm like, Dad, it's too much work. Just you got the money.
When I was 15, actually, that same buddy he got the computer and his dad was typing porno and all that shit in there and just wasn't working out for him. I was with another friend of mine, and we had fallen into a ton of weed, like half a gram. We rolled it up into a joint. We were like, oh yeah, we should go get our buddy. Let's call him Cedric. We're like, oh, we should go to Cedric. Let's go get him to smoke this. So me and my buddy Matt go to Cedric's house, and we call. He doesn't pick up. So we're like, oh, let's go to his room. His room on the ground floor, and in the backyard, we'll knock on his window. So we go around to the backyard. And we're like 15 years old. We've been smoking all day with our stupid 15-year-old brains. And we go to the backyard to like knock on the window. And as we get up to the window, and it's nighttime, but his lights are on, he's lying in his bed on his cordless phone. And he has his pants down to like his knees, lying on his bed. And he has his dick in his hand, but he's not jerking up. He's like playing with the foreskin in a way that I unfortunately would never be able to experience or understand. But he was manipulating it and opening it and pulling the sides and doing all this shit. And me and my buddy, we were like about to knock on the glass to ask if he wants to get high. And now imagine we're all like 15 years old, like obsessed with G-Unit and Eminem. And our friend is playing with like his little soft dick, pulling the foreskin and stuff. We were like, and it's like 2 a.m. We shouldn't be in his backyard in the middle of the night. We are like scream, crying, laughing, banging on the glass. He looks at us like so scared, and we're like, ah! I'll never forget. He's like a guy that he's like not a guy. Like if I did this, you'd be like, oh, you're so ugly, Harley. This is a guy that would. He's not a guy that you ever wanted to see like this. He doesn't carry himself like that. He kind of like he carried himself like he was a Belgian dude, but it's weird to say he carried himself like an old cool ass black man. Like he seemed far more mature than us. He was an old
better than foreskin dabbling.
He like would listen to like
you never
blues.
Pictured him as a foreskin puller.
He listened to blues, and there he is playing with his cock in some weird way that just like someone like me might do. Yeah, he's on that, and so and he comes out, and this is the part that I always also remember. Is just the way that he shushed us. Is he came out and he was like, shh.
Don't touch your mouth, bro.
Like his arms up like this, and he was like, because he just like that's just the type of guy he was. So me and my other
Longhorns, yeah.
He was like, shh, and we were like, "God, you're fucking."
Could he have been cleaning? Could he have been cleaning the dick? Was it a smegma situation?
It would still be very funny and hilarious. But we were there laughing long enough. Like when your first laughs, there's no noise coming out. It's like you're drowning because it's so funny. Yeah. It was one of those situations. So we were laughing for like 30 seconds before he even knew we were there. By the time he came out, we were like banging on the wall and on the ground. It's crazy. I'm glad no one ever caught me doing some weird dick shit that I probably do.
I never
caught a friend doing porn stuff.
What, like looking at porn?
Sorry.
Never?
No, I never caught a friend doing porn stuff.
I have a old school friend, and he doesn't know that one day in high school I was using the library computers, and I'm like, there's a floppy disk in here. Let me see what's on this floppy disk. And it was his English essay and a bunch of incest pornography about his own sister. And
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Like stories.
Whoa!
Stories?
Wait, it was what? And that?
It was like stories he had like written out about fucking his sister. And
I would have whacked off right there.
Whoa! And he had.
And I'm still friends with the guy.
Written porn.
It was his own written pornography.
So what's the formula here? So he comes to school and he writes his porno there, puts it on a floppy, takes it home, and loads it up for reading in private?
He probably doesn't want to keep it on the computer at home. This is like family computer era.
But why would you bring it to school ever? Why would it be under a rock, under a tree, out in the woods behind your house? Like, Jesus,
yeah, that's gotta.
You're probably like
it might have been a stepsister. It might have been a stepsister. I'm not sure.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I never looked into it. Okay?
There's a big difference.
One of these is really, really hot, and the other is kind of hot.
And we point is, switch.
I have never revealed who it was, but I still talk to the guy. And anytime I talk to him, like,
PKA, call him out.
He might have went through a phase. That's what I'm hoping. Was
his sister hot in RL? Like,
I think he had a hot sister. Like, you know. I think I remember his sister being like relatively. He's not a bad look. You know, he comes from good stock.
Oh, so they're both good looking people, huh? So like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have for sure whacked off thinking about them fucking.
And reading. I'd have it. No, I would have made him read it to me. No, slow.
I should have kept that floppy disk, man. It would have been hilarious if, like, 25 years later, I go, "Hey, I got he's getting like married to a girl." I go, "Hey, I got you
best man speech."
I did a little slideshow. I got a PowerPoint.
I've been holding on to
you
something
may not know.
for just
John's
this
always
occasion.
been a passionate
John's
guy.
been a great writer. He's a great writer. He always has been. And John, I think you got the great American novel here. You started it 25 years ago. Why don't we pick it right back on that horse?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got his own little Great Gatsby.
Well, you're a good friend because you didn't like rub it in his face the way Harley did his buddy.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know. I guess I was just like, man, this would really devastate this guy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that's gonna mess up your relationship because then going forward, like, if he knows then like neither one of you could be comfortable.
No.
Because he might kill you because you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, none of this is good.
I was like,
He'd only kill you if it was real.
Cool.
I'm gonna hope it's a harmless fantasy.
Sure. I mean, he wouldn't be writing about it if it weren't, right? Like, it's not
Right.
Yeah.
This was clearly
Like,
the man's passion project.